you can run those tests from Rational Quality Manager as well. So now a little more detail on that, a closer look will explain. So 5 different buckets here on which you can use Rational Quality Manager. Test planning, define your test plans, objectives, define the various scopes and timelines for that. Risk-based testing can be achieved with the tool. Then from a test construction perspective, if you were a team which was using requirements-driven testing and your requirements really drive the tests in your system, then you could achieve that. Different environment coverages can be done in this. Test lab management is inbuilt. If you had a farm of machines on which you run your test, different test beds are available. You could utilize the tool to manage those and run tests on them. Manual testing is inbuilt, test execution and result. Test execution, manual testing is inbuilt, so you can author the test and run the test. Then there are different test automation tools which we integrate with. There's a good long list of tools which we integrate with. A lot of details can be found on jazz.net to use those integrations out of the box. Defect management can happen with the tools. But then along with this, when you're talking about a whole product system, talking about a team managing the requirements, a team managing the defects, somebody managing the development items. So you need a lot of collaboration to happen between them. And then process is key there, because you have to follow a process which is useful right from the requirements to the development to the test and even to the release time, right? So there's process enforcement and enactment which happens in the tool. Review approvals are inbuilt. We'll see some of this going forward on today. And then, as I said earlier, reporting and dashboarding is something which pretty much I've seen every other customer using this. Very naturally it started coming to every user now, that you need some place where your landing page where you see all the information, and then you take your next steps from that. So that's the dashboard. Everybody gets a dashboard here to use and configure, and then you see real-time live data on these different matrices can be put on these. So that's at a broader level what Rational Quality Manager does. But then if you look deep down inside what the regulatory environment needs are, then the screen changes a little bit. So I really don't want all the stuff, but what I need is I need traceability. I need to make sure that I know what are the gaps. I know what's possible, what's not. I have a matrix sort of thing which is starting from the requirements. Show me what are the development items happening, what are the test cases created. If the test has been run, what is the status of that test? If the test has been run and it's failed, is there a defect available with that? Is the defect resolved or not? You need all that information up front while you're managing a larger project to know if the project is going in the good state and you'll be able to ship it eventually or not. So that's one part of that. And then there is process enactment, which means if you were to follow a certain process, that every time when you run a test, all your tests should be reviewed and review approvals should be there. So you need to be able to do that. Audit requirements, the history of modifications, e-signatures are required at times. You want to know what was the state of the artifacts at the time of run. Basically, who ran that, why was it run, and when was it run? Those are the important questions which you need to answer with that. And then different process enforcements will happen. If a test step fails, then you have to mention the actual results for that step. Defects should be filed before the test result has been reviewed or approved, and things like that. So we'll walk through these in detail. Again, dashboarding and reporting will be required in this. So let's look at traceability.